Can I know who is Miss Tan Shin Shin? Yes, I.
Is it
She made a appointment with me already.
what's her name?
Miss Tan Shin Shin.
Tan Shin Shin. She's from the MRO, is it?
I don't know. I only know that she's QSM.
But we do have a
Can you call Miss Tan Shin Shin?
Tan Shin Shin.
Miss Tan Shin Shin. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. The new doctor he suggests that I can try reduce half tablet. If let's say 1 week later the symptom come back, then resume the same tablet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But what will the reduction of tablet?
Half tablet.
Will it have any effect?
Because I asked him whether can reduce, and then he say my normal one is reduced half so he afraid that if he reduce another one maybe all my symptoms will come back so he say I can always try on my own but the same dosage but just that I can go home and try on my take half tablet for 1 week. After 1 week symptom come back, resume back, yeah.
What is the tablet supposed to do for you?
It's for schizophrenia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, come.
Okay.
What can I
Okay.
do for you?
Okay. Can I ask who are the different parties have been asking for my medical report since 2010? Who are the different parties, can I ask?
Okay. I'm still bounded by the code. Unfortunately,
Sorry?
I'm still bounded by the code. I'm afraid I cannot reveal.
Okay. I'm still bounded BOUNDED by what code? By the code is it?
CPC, the criminal procedure code.
I'm still bounded by the CDC criminal CPC criminal procedure code.
Or rather the hospital is
And then what?
Rather the hospital is bounded by the criminal procedure code.
Rather the hospital.
That means this one should be the hospital is bounded by the criminal procedure code.
Okay.
The hospital is bounded by the criminal procedure code.
The hospital is bounded, right?
Yes.
Bounded by the
Criminal procedure code. By the PROTECT, by this one?
civil is good. So I'm still bounded by this one, okay?
No, the hospital is bounded by the criminal procedure code, not me. The hospital.
The hospital is bounded by CPC. Criminal procedure code. Given by who? This one?
Criminal procedure code is part of the law.
Part of the law. So
Yes.
okay. Question. CPC is given by who? Answer. Criminal procedure code is part of the law. Okay. So another question since 2010 till now, how many people are holding my medical report?
I don't understand your question.
Okay. From the first medical report done in 2010 until now, how many people that are holding my medical report?
How many people where?
How many people where? Okay, wait. Question. From how many people where, right?
Where as in
How many people
the hospital or
where? But how many people where? Answer from I mean from outsider, from outsider. That means from outside the hospital, from outside of the NUH, as in referring to different party like different party such as different authority, different authorities.
how many people are holding your reports? This is also part of the investigation. So similarly under the CPC, I'm unable to comment further.
Answer from Okay, can you repeat?
All this information, all the answers to all your questions are related to police investigations.
All the answer and then
To your questions
to your question and then
are related
related
to police
okay
investigation.
related to the police investigation. Okay.
Right?
What else you want to add?
So, same thing under the CPC.
So same thing under CBC. Okay.
Under CPC,
Okay.
we are unable to comment further.
We are
Unable to advise you further.
unable to advise you further. Okay. Same thing. Since 2010 till now, how many Singapore police force officers have asked for my medical report?
I cannot advise further also.
Okay.
Under the CPC.
Okay. I cannot advise you. Okay. Advise you under CPC. CPC. Under CPC. Okay. Same thing. Which Singapore police force they are from?
It's the same answer. I cannot advise further under the CPC.
Okay, wait. It is the same answer. And then what else you want to add?
No further answer there.
No further answer.
Nothing else there.
No okay. Since all my National University of Hospital, that means NUH, medical doctors are already aware of my long-standing dispute with the Singapore Police Force, why are they still releasing all my medical report to them without telling me?
Because the doctors are also obliged to provide the police with the information necessary to facilitate their investigation under the CPC.
Because the doctors are obliged, and then obliged, how to spell obliged? GED. Obliged. Then obliged to the police.
Obliged to provide.
Obliged to provide the police to facilitate the investigation. Provide the police to facilitate the investigation. Question for me. Did you actually try your best to clarify with the SPF, clarify with the SPF to find out the reasons why they claim they need my medical report to carry out their investigation.
The police has provided us with their valid reasons.
Answer from Mr. Shin. The police has provided us with valid reasons. Okay, another question. What are all your NUH medical doctors' intention of releasing everything to them? What is the intention?
To fulfill their obligation.
Yeah. Answer from Mr. Shin. To fulfill and then
Their obligation.
their application and then
Under the CPC. To assist police.
To assist the police
in their investigation.
in their investigation. Okay, my question question from Wong San. Yeah, let me think. Did the police explain did the police explain what they meant by under CPC that all NUH staff have to comply with their so-called CPC code? CPC, yeah. Did they explain what do they mean by under CPC that all NUH staff have to comply with their so-called CPC? Did they explain?
The law, CPC is part of the law. The law states that the hospital is obliged to assist the police.
Okay.
The police is empowered to retrieve medical reports to facilitate their investigation.
Okay, answer from Ms. Shan. The law states that our hospital has to comply with the police, that they have the right to retrieve your medical reports to facilitate the investigation. Okay. Another question. Why didn't all my previous medical doctor confront them in their writing to the authority by asking them what kinds of investigation is our patient Wong San San under, and why didn't you, the authorities, tell us your real reason of wanting her medical reports? Real reason. Real reason. They claim that it's CPC, but what is their real reason?
They didn't claim that it's. They didn't say. Okay. They request for a medical report
Mm.
because they're investigating something. They're doing investigations. That is they are doing investigations.
Mm.
So by the code, the hospital is obliged to provide them with a medical report.
Answers from Mr. Shin. Repeat your question. Repeat your answer. The police.
Police requested
The police requested
for your
for your medical report. Medical report and then.
so by the code,
So by the code,
the hospital
the hospital
is
is
obliged
obliged. Okay.
obliged
To assist
in their investigations.
in the investigation. So by question Question from Wong San. Like I have asked, did you, the NUH, have tried your best to confirm what they meant by they needed my medical report to execute the investigation. For example, did they tell you honestly, on HONE, honestly? Did they tell you honestly? Did they tell you honestly that I was not under so-called investigation, that I am wondering why the NUH did not ask them further to ensure so-called investigation, that I am wondering why the NUH didn't ask them further to ensure my medical report. I'm wondering why the NUH didn't ask them further to ensure my medical report are not related to any criminal offences. So what's your answer?
By the code, you're obliged. By the code, the hospital is obliged.
Okay. Answer from Miss Tan. By the code, the hospital has to
is obliged
to help to assist the police. Question from me. Question from Wang San. You keep repeating the same answer as in under the CPC. The NUH has to assist the Singapore police force. Can I ask what do you, that means NUH, what do you understand by the term of CPC? What do you understand of this? What do you understand by CPC? That's what I'm asking.
CPC is part of the law.
CPC is part of the law, okay?
And by the code.
And by the code,
the police is
empowered, okay, to request for patients reports
for the investigations.
For the investigation. Okay, another question. Question from you did not answer to my question directly. I mean, I am asking, what do you understand by the term of CPC? I am not asking I'm not asking you to explain. CPC is a part of the law. I am asking, what do you understand the term of CPC? Answers from Mr. Shen.
What do you understand?
I repeat. My question is, you did not answer to my question directly. I mean, I'm asking, what do you understand by the term of CPC? I'm not asking you to explain. CPC is a part of the law. I'm asking, what do you understand the term of CPC?
Criminal
Do you
Procedure
understand
Code.
by the term of CPC?
Criminal Procedure Code.
Sorry, again?
CPC stands for Criminal Procedure Code.
Okay. CPC stands for Criminal Procedure Code. And then what you answer again? The one?
That's my answer.
Okay. New question. Is the NUH aware that every doctor has the right to reject every Singapore police officer to demand for my medical report? That's what I heard from my lawyer. Yeah. That is what I heard from my lawyer on my first meeting. First meeting is when? I can't remember. First meeting about 3 weeks ago. Okay, I repeat the question. Is the NUH aware that every doctor has the right to reject every Singapore police officer demands for my medical report?
The hospital is obliged by the code to assist in the investigation.
Okay, yeah. Answer for Miss Tan Hin Hen. Okay. The hospital has to oblige. Sorry again. Repeat your answer.
The hospital is obliged
Hmm?
to assist the police in the investigation.
To assist the police in the investigation. In the investigation. Okay. So the hospital has the obligation to assist the police investigation. So my another question 7A. That means referring back to the same question. Is the hospital aware that every doctor has the right to reject every Singapore police officer demand for my medical report? So your answer is yes or no? If yes, I will just repeat the question here. If no, I will go to this question. Referring back to the question, is the NUH aware that every doctor has the right to reject every Singapore police officer demand for my medical report? So your answer is yes or no?
Neither yes or no. It's not yes or it's not no. The hospital is obliged by the code to assist the police in their investigations.
Okay, wait. Answer.
The answer is still the same. The hospital is obliged by the code.
Okay. Wait. Answer from Mr. J. The answer still the same. Wait. The answer is still the same. Neither it is a yes or a no, because the hospital is obliged to what?
Assist the police in their investigation.
To assist the police in the investigation. Let me refer back. Okay, my question. Question from Shan. You have been repeating the words assist. We asked before. assist the police in the investigation. I want to ask whether you have actually seek the explanation of what they meant by it is their investigation besides highlighting highlighting the term of CPC. So I repeat my question. You have been repeating the words assist the police in the investigation. I want to ask whether you have actually seek the explanation of what they meant by it is the investigation besides highlighting the terms of CPC. Do you actually seek the explanation? You have been repeating the words assist the police in the investigation. So I want to ask, did you have actually seek the explanation of what they mean by it is the investigation besides highlighting the term of CPC? Do you actually seek that explanation?
The answer is still the same. By the code, we are obliged to assist them.
Answer from Miss.
By the code.
Okay, wait. By the code,
the hospital is obliged.
The hospital is obliged. So, got any answer? To assist the police. To assist the police in the investigation. Agree? Okay, in the investigation. Another question. I'm very sure there is a lawyer will act for the NUH if the NUH gets into trouble. I mean, the person can be an advisor to NUH about all their rights and responsibilities of protecting all patient privacies. Am I right to say that? Okay, I repeat. I am very sure there is a lawyer who will act for the NUH if the NUH gets into trouble. I mean, the person can be an advisor to NUH about all their rights and responsibility of protecting all patient privacy. Am I right to say that? I'm very sure that every hospital should have their own advisor. So, if let's say anything not sure, you will go to the advisor and ask for the person advice about all their rights and responsibility of protecting all patient privacy. Am I right to say that? You can read the question here.
The hospital is
answers from Mr. Shin. The hospital.
Okay, no, there is a PDPA Act.
There is There
There
is
PDPA,
PDPA.
DPA,
Okay.
PDPA framework,
Framework. And then
on safeguarding
of safeguarding
patient information.
patient's information. Question Question from Wang San San. What does PDPA stand for? And PDPA framework so PDPA framework has mentioned on safeguarding patient information. Can you explain further about it? About it. The PDPA framework. Answers from Mr. Shen. Okay, PDPA stand for what? What is it? Stand for what?
Your lawyer.
Huh?
Your lawyer.
Your lawyer.
Your lawyer.
Your lawyer.
Your lawyer can advise you about PDPA.
Your lawyer can advise you on PDPA.
Okay, now off the records, your lawyer has not advised you about PDPA. Your lawyer has not told you about PDPA so far.
I mean, because I remember on my first meeting about 3 weeks ago, he only mentioned about every doctor has the right to reject, but just that whether the doctor want to reject their request, because because my lawyer say maybe your doctor think that you are a patient, not a lawyer, so they dare to review. This is what he say.
Okay. PDPA stands for Personal Data Protection Act.
Yeah, can advise you on PDPA stand for
Personal Data
Personal Data
Protection
Protection
Act.
Act. Okay. Yeah. See. Okay. Another question. Since you told me over the phone that you claim it was verbal instruction given by the Singapore Police Force of disallowing you to release everything to me, did you ask them to issue you with a letter of instruction? Did you ask them to issue you the letter of instruction? You remember you told me over the phone that is the instruction. So can I ask, did you ask them write you a letter of instruction?
No.
Okay. Answer from Mr. Shen. No. Okay. Where? If yes, I will get my lawyer. If no, what do you think of Singapore Police system? So it was you did not ask them for issuing you a letter of instruction. It was you, right? Or they don't want to give you.
The hospital did not ask for a letter of instruction.
Okay, question, right?
Letter of instruction.
Did you actually ask the police to issue you a letter of instruction?
Letter of instruction for to do what?
Yeah.
Letter of instruction to do what?
Wait. To do what? Okay. Wait. Answer. Okay. No.
What? Okay. So my question now is, what is the letter of instruction for?
Wait. No. But my.
Not why. What is the letter of instruction?
Okay. But what?
There's no but here. There's no but.
Wait.
No but. Don't have
no
but.
but. Okay.
What is the letter of instruction?
What is the letter of instruction? And then what you more? For. Okay. My answer and question from Mr. No. What is the letter of instruction for? Okay. My answer from Miss Wong I am referring to your claim that it is the SPF instruction to you that the SPF disallows you to release the copies of the police letters and the same medical reports, that my previous psychiatrist had earlier on release to them. Answer from Ms. Wong San San. I'm referring to your claim that it is the instruction to you that the SPF disallows you to release the copy of the police letter and the same medical report that my previous psychiatrist have earlier on released to them.
I'm lost.
Yeah, you can read.
SPF instruction to NUH disallows release of copies of the police letter and the same
The time you told me over the phone, you remember what you say?
over the phone that you do not allow us to share the copies of the request as well as the medical report. Right?
Remember what you say? Yeah, on the phone. Okay, so your answer is answers.
So what's the question again?
So my question is,
What is the letter of instruction for?
yeah,
The letter of instruction. So you're
answer
asking
from
me now.
wait. Answer from Miss Tan Shen. Okay. Miss Tan Shen, your answer is.
did not give us letter instruction.
The police did not give us us their letter of instruction. Okay.
Letter
Their
of instruction
instruction. Okay. Any more want to add?
to state that.
To state that.
Okay. No. The police did not give letter of instruction. Full stop.
Yes, full stop. Okay. The police did not give us the letter of instruction. Full stop. Okay.
Did not give us a letter of instruction.
Give us
A letter of instruction.
a letter of the instruction.
No,
Okay. A letter of instruction. Okay. My question, I'm throwing at you. Yeah. My question from Wong San. Why didn't you ask them to submit their SPF to submit their letter of instruction? Letter of instruction. Why didn't you ask them, the police, to submit the letter of instruction? To
Shanshan, before we continue, I'd like to ask you another question. Can you tell me what is this record for?
let my lawyer to read. Yeah. That's why I need to. After I record everything, then I will let you read everything. You agree, then you sign. Don't agree, cannot.
I'm not obliged to sign.
Huh?
I'm not obliged to sign the papers. I'm here today to try to help you to understand what is your concerns. Not to bear witness for you or to bear witness for the hospital. If this is going to continue, then I don't think I can. I'd like to continue this way. I'm here to help you, not to do this.
Okay, wait.
And not for you to write down every single word that I say.
Yeah.
I would appreciate if you stop writing every single word that I say.
I can't stop because I need to let the lawyer to read everything. And
Then if that's the case, then I don't think I can continue.
okay, wait. Answer. We stand. Shanshan. I am here to help you.
And to understand your concerns better.
Yeah. I'm here to help you to understand.
I'm here to help you and to understand.
And to understand
Your concerns better.
your concerns better. Any more you want to say? Okay, yeah. I remember
and I do not.
I do not want to continue with this if I keep on writing. What you say? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I do not want to continue if you keep on writing every word that I say, and I will not sign, right? Will not.
I am not obliged.
I'm not obliged to sign on this document. On this document. Yeah. Answer okay, Miss Tan, we can stop this conversation since you claim that you do not want to continue with this conversation further. Agree?
We can start this question and answer session, yes.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's answer, yeah. Answer from we can stop this question and answer session. Answer from Shan. Okay, sure. The conversation is end by 11:05 a.m. on 30th September 2016 at the which room is this?
This is room 4.
Room 4 at room 4 of National University of Hospital. Okay, stop. Okay.
Now I'd like to find out more from you.
Okay.
Did your lawyer ask you to do this?
In my previous email to you, I have stated very clearly all these question and answer are not read by my lawyer because my lawyer he is still in Malaysia fighting the case, so he can only see me next month.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
But did he ask you to do this?
No, he didn't mention. I'm the one who mentioned all this because I want to find out why your NH never do anything to confront the police. What do you mean by under investigation? What do you mean by CPC or anything? Did you actually ask them for letter instruction since you claim that they are the one who instruct you, right?
Sure, I understand your concerns. I understand where you're coming from, and I understand your frustration. But I'd like to understand you better now. What good is it that you have this written down?
What good is it? At least need my lawyer to read through and see all these valid reasons from NUH are valid. The NUH claim that all these reasons are valid. That's why you have to apply to their rule or what. So I need to let my lawyer read all these. You see all these are valid reasons. Yeah. You mentioned that there is what? PDPA. Okay.
Data Protection Act.
Yeah. I have to ask the lawyer.
Yeah,
Is there anything?
I'm sure your lawyer will be able to explain what PDPA is.
Okay.
Yeah.
PDPA. Okay. Because my lawyer mentioned about CPC code or everybody can use. Yeah. That's my. Yeah. Because on my first meeting with him, it was about 3 weeks ago. I asked him about what do they mean by CPC. My lawyer say CPC is very general. Everybody can use it. Yeah. So I had to think of all the questions whether I can let my lawyer to read. Is it all the answer from NUH are valid? Yeah. Yeah. So you stop already, right? So
I mean, I will stop this question and answer.
Okay.
But I like to find out more. Shanshan, how did this whole thing start? What made you send me the email in the first place?
Okay, I'm thinking why the NUH didn't do their part to inform me and ask me what is going on between me and the police. So I'm thinking, since the previous doctor never do their part to tell me and find out from me why the police suddenly write in. So
Before that, even before that,
Hmm?
before what made you send NUH the email, the email to ask about your why we didn't ask them, why did we just give your information to the police? What made you even stop to do that?
what made
Something must have happened, right?
Yeah, what? Okay, your question is, okay, my answer is, first of all, I'm not under any investigation. I'm just a witness for the child abuse. Then the police asked for where I'm seeing my psychiatrist. So I was thinking,
You are witness to a child abuse.
yes. So I was thinking, since I'm a witness for a child abuse, I'm not an offender who beat the child. So I was thinking, how come the NUH didn't confront the police? What do you mean by what is my what am I under investigation for? So I was thinking, is the work I'm the witness of child abuse related to the medical report? So I was thinking, how come the NUH doctor did not confront them in the doctor writing to them? What do you mean by she's under investigation? Is she an offender again or what?
So you were a witness of an incident. You witnessed an incident.
Yes.
And the police came to look for you.
Yes, because I made a police report against the person who beat the child. So I told the police suddenly asked, where am I seeing the psychiatrist? So I was thinking, during the investigation, I did not say anything wrong. I just...
So when you made the police report, the police asked you, where are you seeing the psychiatrist?
Yes. So that's why I decided to call the medical record office. Is the police really write in? Because I suddenly remember why the police keep asking for information where I'm seeing the doctor. So I'm thinking they must have written in. So I asked the medical record office, did they write in? The lady, I complained her to you that she was very rude to me on the phone. Explain that it's true. So I also since she was so rude to me on the phone by cutting down the phone, okay, I write into you and ask how come her attitude on the phone like this way? And then I also ask you over the phone, how is it the police still keep on writing and writing? Then you mentioned that a lot of police letter. Oh, okay. You mentioned over the phone there are many police letter have been writing in.
No, I didn't.
You mentioned about the many police of the letter.
No, I didn't. Shan, I do not know how many letters there are. I don't have access to them.
Hey, please don't tell me lie. Like you are the QSM of the hospital. How can you don't check with the medical record office?
Because it's your personal information. Why should I go and check? Why should I go and pry into your medical information? I didn't tell you that there are that the police have written in many times.
You mentioned the word police letter more than a few letters. So that means that you are telling me recently the police still writing and writing. Then why you
listen? All the while I've been telling you that the hospital is unable to provide you with more information because of the code, and I asked you to refer to your investigating officer for all this information. I didn't tell you that they have written in many times. I do not know how many times they wrote.
Yeah, let me refer back first. Yeah. Because I remember you mentioned about police letter and you said that different police division. I remember you say that.
No, I did not. I read that off from your email. You told me that there were many police reports and police are asking for different divisions. I didn't know. You told me. from your email.
Mm-hmm.
I only knew it from you after I read your email. That, got a lot of police asked for your report. I don't know. You told me. You forgot, or you got mixed up, or there's a miscom somewhere. But I found out, or I knew from you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear from anybody else, or I didn't go into your medical records to check.
Then why you didn't document?
I mean,
I mean,
you're the one who told me
okay.
that you think that there are many reports or there are many requests for your information.
Okay, can I ask, how come you didn't document your own conversation with me before I send in the email again to ask you? I remember over the phone I asked you, whatever you say to me over the phone, please document. How come you didn't document?
Because before I can send you the email, you send in your email already. So since after you send your email, so I follow on from there.
Okay, wait. I remember when was our first conversation. Our first conversation. You called me on You called me on 14 September 2016 at 3:24 p.m. We talked for about 19 minutes 47 seconds. So my email was after 5:30 p.m. So for the past 2 hours, why you didn't document?
For the past 2 hours, because I have to do other work. To do other work. So by the time your email came in, so I responded to your email and I follow on from there.
2 hours? Okay. You were busy with other work. Can't be take more than 2 hours.
Shanshan, you're not the only patient that I will need to speak with or to assist.
Okay.
That I come in contact with.
Okay, never mind. So my question is, if you disagree with my content, how come you didn't recorrect by responding to my email?
Your email did not state that I told you there were many reports.
Sorry?
Your email did not state that I told you there were many reports.
Let me check first. Wait. Check first. Yeah. Refer back to me. Wait. My email, wait. Is there any right? Wait. What do NUH mean by they have to comply with verbally attention? Wait. Mr. Please do not give me a phone call. Yeah. Okay, I mentioned that. Wait, where was it? When did I write email? 20. When did I write email? So I wrote in on 14 September. Okay, I rewrite into the Miss Batchel. So I did mention this way. Attention to Miss Tan Shin Shin, please do not give me a phone call and explain. I want everything to be in black and white. Like I have said to you on the phone yesterday. Everyone can deny their statement on the phone, and you mentioned that you will write an email regarding our conversation yesterday, but there is no email from you about it.
Okay.
So I'm asking, I asked you to write an email regarding our conversation yesterday, but there is no email from you about it. Why you never answer back the time?
Go on.
Okay, wait.
You have to finish your
Okay,
whole,
yeah.
whole email, right?
So I won't answer a phone call as I want everything to be in black and white. Even if you use private number to call me, I won't answer the phone call. I suggest you whatever you claim is the verbal instruction from SPF. You should get the SPF to write such instruction to you. Then I can say that the judge, if I decided to summon you to submit to the judge as a piece of proof, will know how to deal with the SPF, that the judges will know that the police has been abusing their power, and the judge will question the instruction. From what I understood from my lawyer, the police themselves know that they cannot give this kind of instruction to anyone, as they know themselves are in big trouble. Wait, next one. Miss Tan, if the SPF refuses to write such letter to you, I mean the instruction after that, means that the SPF know you will use it to show to a judge. Anyway, my lawyer advised me is tell the SPF if you don't want to write in to us, then our NUH cannot take your verbal instruction by releasing the same detail that Dr. Su has written about our patient Miss Wong San San. More importantly, get the SPF to file the court order if they want to stop you from releasing everything to me. If they claim no such thing as filing court order, then you just tell them like this. Then you have no right to stop our NUH from releasing it to Miss Wong, because we all know that all the judges will challenge the SPF for the reason why they want to stop our NUH, especially when the patient didn't even commit crime or whatever the SPF reason are given or said about patient. Meanwhile, we will give you 1 week to submit the court order to our NUH. From there, we will know how to explain to Miss Wong. Otherwise, Miss Wong will have the same copy of a medical report that her Dr. Su wrote about her to the SPF. We do not want to get ourselves in trouble. Okay, I remember I wrote another email. Wait. I think I mentioned about 2010. Wait. This one repeated. Wait. Repeat for follow-ups. Okay. Okay. I read all the email. I wrote on 22nd September 2016 in the midnight, like possible 12:41 a.m. Dear HSIEN, thanks for following up with me since it is already a week. As I said in my previous email, I stated that I will be seeing my lawyer on last Friday. I have sought his legal advice on many questions. There are things that I'm very surprised after knowing what NUH has done behind me. For example, it was not the first time that your NUH staff has been writing about me behind. It was found out that the very first medical report was done in 2010, which was 6 years ago. So I mentioned about 2010. That means not first time. That means that more.
See, you told me. I didn't tell you. You are telling me that the first report is in 2010.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You told me.
Yeah, I'm the one who told you, but I said
So
it was not the first time that NUH staff has been writing about me behind. That means more than one police letter.
Okay, correct. So your question now our point, the point that we are discussing here is you are saying that I told you there are many police letters, and I'm telling you now I didn't. You told me. You told me that there's a letter in 2010. Not I told you.
Yes, I was the one who told you.
Yes.
But the word police letter, I think should be from the lady. I want to ask, since I called in the hotline and asked the medical report, the lady who was rude to me on the phone, can you retrace back the recording? Because I remember she telling me that I don't think it's you. Yeah. I remember she telling me that.
This is what is important. As long as you understand it's not me.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Yeah. I mixed up
I don't
mixed up the
have-
wrong person.
I don't have the information.
Okay. My apologies that I mixed up the.
I'm not asking for apology. I just want to clear. I just want to make sure that we clear the air. I
Okay.
don't want you and I to have any misunderstanding. That is very important to me.
Okay. So
So you were witness to a child abuse.
Yes.
And then you made a report to the police.
Mm.
And then following that, then the police straight away ask you which psychiatrist you're seeing.
Yes.
So from there, then you guess that they would have wrote into the hospital to ask for.
Yes.
When did this happen? When did this abuse happen?
In February after Chinese New Year.
I see. So
That's why I wrote into you after talking to the very rude lady on the phone.
yeah.
I remember I mixed up the wrong person. I remember her statement to me over the phone saying that because I asked her after the 2nd March 2016 the first police letter wrote in, any more other letter? Then she said yes, but I can't tell you who are the police division. This I remember what she said. So
from there, then you understood now. Your understanding is there's more than one police center.
yes, and then I remember one of my email I stated, I'm very surprised after knowing what the NUS has done behind me. It was not the first time that your NUS staff has been writing about me behind. So it was done in 2010. So I was very surprised to find out how come on the phone you didn't tell me. I remember I asked you something like that. You say that I'm not sure whether you are the one who said that. I remember you told me that the police has given instruction not to release everything. So when I first called you on the phone, how come you didn't tell me that the first medical report was done in 2010? You only tell me this year, but you didn't tell me 2010 case.
I myself didn't know that there was a report in 2010. You told me. I only knew after you wrote it down in your email that there has been a report in 2010. Even so, after you told me, also I didn't go into the system to check whether there is really or not. And I didn't verify. Because to me, this is your personal information. You tell me, you share with me, I will take it. You don't share with me, it's your personal information. So, as long as you understand that I do not know how many reports there are, how many requests there are, or what has happened in the past. I do not know. I do not know, but I'm concerned about this incident, this time round, after this child abuse thing.
So I was thinking how
you went to the police, you lodged a report and you witnessed the
Yes.
the incident. Okay, so after that you called my medical records office and then she advised you that there's a police request.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm just trying to understand. Don't answer me if you're not comfortable. Trying to understand. So now that the report has been given to the police, what is your concern? Why are you?
I mean that.
Why are you so upset?
Okay. I'll refer back the question. I remember something. Okay, I already said.
You are upset because you feel that the hospital has betrayed your trust.
Yes, yeah, right. Because I remember one of the questions I asked. Since all my National University of Hospital medical doctors are already aware of my long-standing dispute with the Singapore Police Force, so the question is, why are they still releasing?
Now, on this point, I'd like to find out from you. Why do you think that our doctors know that you have a dispute with the police force?
Every time I mean, before happening this year, I remember in the past, I shared a lot of my dispute with all my doctors. So since they are well aware of my long-standing dispute, why are they still doing that to me? So I was thinking, very hard to trust everyone already. Yeah, some more. I remember my mentioned email to you. The first medical report was done in 2010. I was very surprised to hear that. That's why I have been asking, how come you? I asked, what are all your NUH medical doctor intention? What are their real intention to release everything to them?
Okay, so what do you think is their intention?
Okay, because I wanted to ask some more. Remember I stated one of question in which you want to stop since 11:05. Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with
writing everything down. I like to have a discussion with you. I like to chit-chat with you and just have a discussion with you and find out what's really bothering you, and how I can help you, but not word for word.
I remember I asked some question behind it. What is my question? Okay, my last question is, since the NUH is already aware of my many bitter dispute with the authority, and yet the NUH still releasing her medical information to them, means that you are adding to my problem with the police, with the authority.
I see.
So that's why I'm very upset with all my medical doctor. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was thinking, their intention is to add more problem to in my relationship with the authority. Yeah.
Why would any of us in a hospital want to add your problem?
Yeah.
You are our patient.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to add your problem?
Because I was thinking, I'm just a witness for child abuse. Who gives them the right? Who gives the police the right to ask for my medical report? I remember just now I told you that on my first meeting with the lawyer, my lawyer said every doctor has the right to reject requests.
Okay.
Yeah.
What your advice to your doctor and your discussion and your consultations with your doctor, with your lawyer, just put them one side.
Mm-hmm.
I like to explain to you, or I like to try to ask you to understand the hospital stand.
Mm-hmm.
The hospital is bounded by the CPC code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hospital meaning all of us, from the medical records office to your doctor, to Dr. Sue, to anybody else, we're all bounded by this code. When the police comes in to request, say to request for anybody, not just you, not you only, anybody's information to facilitate investigations, the hospital is obliged to share the information with the police for them to investigate further. Okay. So it is not. It's whether we want or we don't want, we don't have a choice. That is the catch here. That's the thing that's causing the problem here between you and I. You and I meaning the hospital. That's the problem. We are bound. We are obliged to assist the police.
But I remember
That is why we share. We have to share the information, which I understand. You will see as we're adding to your problem, but actually it's not. We don't want to add to your problem. We want to help you. You are our patient. We want to help you. We want to help you get better. We want to help you live life to the fullest, quality of life and whatnot. Yeah. We're not here to add to your problems.
okay, because I remember in one of my email I mentioned that my lawyer gave me his advice, and it's not his advice to you. It's just my sharing with you.
Yes.
That about every doctor has the right to reject no matter what happened. For example, especially when you are not under committing crime, that the police once they receive your letter rejection for the demand for my medical report, they have to go down to a court and explain to the court the judge why do they think that why the police think that they have the right.
You mean the police has to go to the court?
Yes.
Okay.
Go to the court to file for court order. Then the hospital has to comply because it's court order. Because I heard from first meeting that I met my lawyer. My lawyer say, if let's say your hospital really help you to reject the demand for your medical report, they have to think of reason to go down to the court and ask the court for permission to grant the order.
Okay. Say again about the rejection part. Who reject?
Reject. if I mean like, since the police write into you the first letter and say CPC, but what kind of investigation you didn't ask them for what kind of investigation she is under. Then my lawyer say the hospital has to know what kind of investigation she is under. For example, the patient is committing crime, for example, outside people. Okay, then the hospital either have two choices, either reject or comply with the police procedure.
Okay.
But my lawyers, I also asked my lawyer, can choose like also all reject to the police demand for the medical report, even though I am under criminal, like big people outside want the police want to know my my medical background. Then my lawyer say your hospital has a choice to reject even though you are arrested for what offense because
for more serious offences.
yeah, even for more serious offense, because my lawyer say the NH won't know what the police want to do with the medical report. So that's why the hospital has two choices, either comply or reject.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just again for me to understand you better. I want to understand what happened on your end. Okay, so after you called in to medical records office and my colleagues told you that that the police has written in to request for a report. Then following that,
So
you straight away engage a lawyer.
I mean before engaging, I also asked her over Zoom. I mean before she cut my line, I asked her. Besides 2nd March 2016, the letter from the police, is there other letter from different division? She said yes. She very honest to tell me yes. Then after I asked for more information,
she said she cannot tell you further.
Yes, and then she cut the line. Then that's why.
Yeah, that's why you were very angry and then you go into me.
Yeah.
Okay. Then following that, after that what happened?
Before after I write in on the day, I think on the day I saw my lawyer. I need to refer back to my money planner.
I don't need the dates.
So I remember when I talked to you on the email and talk. Don't know whether on the day or the day after I wrote into you and talked to you on the phone, I went to see my lawyer for a second time. That does the NUH really have the choice that they can choose keep on rejecting violently no matter what crime or what am I under investigation. Then my lawyer say every hospital has the right to reject violence. Just that your hospital certainly release maybe your hospital staff, your secretary think that they scared of going to court and explain why you never accede to the police request for her medical report. Maybe your doctor think that you're just a patient, not a lawyer herself, then just release. Yeah, so my lawyer said if I'm a lawyer, then somebody asked for my medical report and I find out that the doctor had write about me to the other party, then the doctor will be in trouble because I am the lawyer. So my lawyers told me maybe your doctor release everything about you, maybe because they think that you're just a patient, not a lawyer. So I was thinking, that's why I'm asking, what is the NUH intention that release everything? Is it because I'm just a patient, not a lawyer, so trying to add to my problem?
Of course not. Of course not. Of course the hospital wrote back to the hospital shared your report with the police because of the criminal procedure code. Because by the code, the hospital is obliged to provide the police with whatever information that they require to facilitate the investigations.
Yeah, but
of course it's not because when they add your problem. Why we want to add to your problem? You are our patient, Why we want to add to your problem?
Okay.
But anyway, this lawyer, your lawyer is your friend?
My friend is the time that I was referred to my friend who was once a CID officer lah. He retired already. Then he recommended me to see his friend at the office. So I made an appointment with the lawyer. It was in June 2013 when I first met the lawyer. But the lawyer is a big boss, so he asked his another staff to talk to me. That was how I got to know him.
Oh, so you already knew this lawyer since 2013.
June 2013. Yeah.
I see. So that must have been for other cases.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, that's why I asked after I talked to your medical office staff who was rude to me on the phone. I SMS him. I SMS him for his advice. So he said that he want to meet me in person and ask me what are my concerns after finding out everything. So I asked my lawyer. I want to ask whether the police have the right to write in to be like forcing my psychiatrist to me. I use the word force, not that anyone say. I say the word forcing my psychiatrist to release. Then my lawyer say, actually you should tell your psychiatrist not to release first. Then just tell the police what do you mean by what under criminal procedure chapter 68 revised 2012. So just take this reason but never explain what kind of investigation you are under. Then your doctor should confront in writing what do you mean by all this code, and then I have to let you know what my patient is suffering. Then after I know this answer, then I also ask my lawyer, does every doctor have the right to reject violently? Then my lawyer say yes. If your doctor really want to help you by reject their demand violently, then the police have to think of a very good reason to convince the judge to grant the order. Then if they really convince the judge to grant the order, they mean that the hospital really have to comply because it's a court order, not from the police order. So I also ask, so you mean that if the police can go down to the court and ask for grant the order, so can I ask how high is the chance that the police can make sure the judge grant the order? Then my lawyer say, their chance of getting the court order is not that high because you are not you are not arrested for any offences. They're just suspecting you whether you're telling the truth about what you have seen, witnessed the incident. Then the judge will challenge the police. She's a witness, right? What do you mean by you must know all her medical report? I don't agree because I'm a judge. I have to protect everybody's privacy. So I realized that my doctor has done something wrong. That means my lawyer say every judge will challenge the police their intention. For example, unless the police say Wong San San is beating outside, we are scared that she might hurt other people, then the judge okay, very reason, grant the order. But my lawyer say, I asked my lawyer, how high is the chance that since I'm not a criminal or whatever, then my lawyer say the police don't have such a high chance because
getting the court order.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, don't have high chance. That's why I'm very angry with why Dr. Su.
Now I understand your full story.
Yeah. So I was thinking, I remember you told me over the phone, or the lady told me on the phone that only stick the code chapter and year. And I remember, I don't know which of you, either you or the the medical record office say no other reason given, just stick code all this. So I was thinking, how come my doctor never confront? So I was thinking, so I'm thinking, is the psychiatrist is trying to add to my problem. I have already moved on already. They don't care about my past. Then why you suddenly give all these things to the police? Then I was thinking, I'm not under any criminal offences, right? Then why you release everything? Then I was thinking, you're trying to add to my problem. I think that's why I'm accusing the Dr. Su.
I'd like to assure you that the hospital is not trying to add to your problem. Please do not think that. The hospital is not trying to add to your problem. The hospital is being bounded by the code to assist the police. I understand what your lawyer has advised you. Okay, so I understand your frustration, and there might be a bit of difference in what the hospital thinks and what you think. The hospital thinks that we are bounded by the CPC, but now your lawyer is telling you something else. Okay, so but I'd like you to understand that as far as the hospital is concerned, because we're bounded by CPC, so that's why Dr. Su had to write the report out and give to the police. So right now, since I think we both understand that there's two different stands. One one stand is what your lawyer says, one stand is what the hospital says. So what's next? What's your plan? How can I help? What can I do?
Yeah, so
what's next?
Yeah. You see, the medical report was done in 2010 till now. So I will ask my lawyer, I will ask my lawyer whether I should engage my lawyer to write a letter
to request for all the reports.
Yeah, to request for all the police copy of the police letter and the report that my doctor had written to them, because I want to know, is it true that I don't trust the medical record office that claiming that only said this code. How come never state reason? So I was thinking, is the staff telling the truth or just the police purposely just right? So I asked my lawyer, since because I remember you told me over the phone that instruction from the police not to read this. So I asked my lawyer. They have the right, because my lawyer say they have the right to stop you, but they have no right to stop your lawyer because the lawyer is acting for you. If they want to complain, if the police want to complain the lawyer to the court, go ahead, because the court will say the person is a lawyer. What do you mean by you cannot let her lawyer to get all the information?
So you have not consulted your lawyer yet whether to write in to us to request
for all the copy. Yeah. So because I SMSing, I think I SMSing last night that when are you coming back to Singapore, so that we can discuss the letter that requests for all the copies from the police letter and the same medical report that my daughter had written. So I want to know importantly the medical report that my daughter writing. I want to see what did my daughter write about me. Yeah.
So is your lawyer gonna write on your behalf?
He say he will see me after 10 October because he's now in Malaysia fighting a big cases because something wrong with the government, I think so. Because I remember the newspaper say Malaysia is having a big case, so I'm not sure is he the one involved with the case. He only tell me big case, that's all. Yeah.
Their cases are always big, isn't it?
Yeah.
They
So
must be very busy.
Yeah. So he messaged me this morning. About 1 a.m. plus. This morning I realized he messaged me. So he said, I can only see you 10 October. I'm very busy with the big cases, very serious cases. So I think he's involved with the government cases. Yeah. Malaysia, not in Singapore.
So, what is your
I will talk to my lawyer.
Oh no. What is your ultimate aim?
Ultimately.
How will you be appeased, or how can we help you find resolution?
Okay. Because I only met my lawyer 2 times and whatever I get from his verbal advice. Okay, after seeing you today, I will suggest you to take a note and put on my file there to remind the doctor if any further requests from the police, especially when I'm not committing a crime, I'm just witnesses or whatever. So long the police had written in, you have the right to reject. Make sure the police go down and talk to the judge and ask the judge for order. Because my lawyer say every judge will definitely challenge the police because the judge is compliant to protect all the privacy.
I understand.
So I would like you to write down a note, put inside my medical file, so that every time I see the psychiatrist, either the same psychiatrist or another psychiatrist, that to remind the doctor, don't release anything. Don't release anything to the police. Make sure you reject the police and ask the police go and file court order.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But how would you like this whole thing to end?
How I will like this whole thing to end? Okay. After you talk to me up until 11:05, you stop the conversation. Okay. I will let my lawyer to read. If my lawyer think that something is not right on both NUH or SPF, after writing you a letter of demand for all the copy, and my lawyer feel that it is police fault, okay, not your NUH fault, then I'll ask my lawyer, should I write in the complaint to the highest authority, like Commissioner of Police, because my lawyer say he can complain the police to the highest authority, for example, commissioner of police, to find out how come you're just a nurse, what are they wanting your medical report. So the commissioner of police had to explain for his officer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, let's say if it's the other way around. Let's say after your lawyer reviews the case and your lawyer feels that NUH has done wrong, let's just say. Then what next?
My lawyer will tell me you have to file a complaint against the hospital to the not whole hospital, to the against the Dr. Su, the license to the SMC. I remember I read to you that
Singapore
previously,
Medical Council.
previously before I come back to see new doctor, previously I have lodged a complaint against previous hospital that I have been with them for about 2.5 years. Although I left my previous hospital for more than 6 years ago, suddenly I complained because I found out something that they have done something wrong. That's why I wrote in a very good explanation for the what I feel my previous doctor shouldn't have done this. Stick all the wrong information about me. I feel that the doctor should be questioned.
Stick all the wrong information.
For example, I mean, you know that when you sit for O-level exam, if you sit for history, no matter how you remember the history statement, but if you wrote the wrong date and then history exam paper might not, whatever you answer might not be all right? So when you write the wrong answer, wrong date and everything is wrong.
Yeah.
So I told the SMC, I saw all the report that medical report that my previous hospital had written to the police. I saw that all of the information are false. That's why I take the medical report to the SMC, give them a copy and let them, I write how I got to know this doctor, I write. Then let the SMC to handle.
The police has asked for the report from
Yes.
previous psychiatrists as well.
Yes. So
Do you know why they asked for the report?
I was not under any investigation. How come the police?
So
That's why
this-
I was very angry to find out.
So this is happening again.
Yeah.
I see.
That's why I recently lodged a complaint after I left the hospitals for so long. Somebody had told me that the police secretly write in,
How did you even find out that the police were into them?
Okay, how I find out? Somebody told me. I said there was somebody told me just now, right? Who's the person? I remember. I called in the hospital because I heard something about because this year, just now I mentioned about I was witness of child abuse, right? The police said something about the hospital name. Then I was thinking, how come the police got the medical report?
Hospital as in not NUH,
Yeah.
the previous hospital.
Yeah. So the police mentioned something about the name of my previous hospital. Okay. I
Then
purposely
from
called in
there-
the hotline of the previous hospital. Can you help me to check? Is it true that the police has been writing in again for the past 2.5 years? Then the hotline say, give me your IC, your name and your address. So I give everything. Then the person check on the system, say, from the first day you are with us, a lot of medical report has been given to the police. I didn't know about it.
I see.
So that's why I asked for the copy of the medical report. I read the
A copy of the medical reports from that hospital's medical reports office.
yes. Not medical office. It's from the IMH. My previous hospital is IMH. It's from the IMH doctor released to the court because that time I was under investigation that time. I had committed crime on that time, and then I wrote in to request the court release the report that IMH refused to show me. So I get a copy. I also get another copy.
IMH refused to give you, so where do you request the copy from?
Yeah, I go to court and request because IMH because my lawyer told me that previously before this year, I remember when I met this lawyer in June 2013. My lawyer say because I remember I asked the lawyer one question: how come every time I request the IMH to give me the copy, even though I'm willing to pay for the medical report, and they refuse to show me. Then I asked my my lawyer, why is I'm so scared of showing me the report. Then my lawyer say, they are scared that if you find out that they're lying about you, their license will be in trouble. So that's why I asked my lawyer, how am I going to get
a copy of the report?
Yeah, my lawyer say, go to the court, write in to the court and request. So I write to the court to request. The judge approved because I give a very valid reason and say, my valid reason is I want to make sure that the IMH is telling the truth. Otherwise, they will be in big trouble by reporting their license. So the judge approved of my reason. So I get the 2 copy. I realized that the 2 copy, everything are false. But beside the police write-in, the 2 copy were given to the judge. How come? I feel that something is wrong with the information. I didn't say this. And then I asked my mother, did you say this kind of thing to the doctor? Then my mother said, I didn't see your doctor. Then I was thinking, I think the doctor is lying. So that's why I report.
So you reported that doctor to the medical council?
3 doctors. I report 3 doctors to the medical council.
Because there are 3 doctors who wrote the report?
Yeah.
How come there are 2 reports?
The one of the psychiatrist is my own psychiatrist. The other 2 is forensic psychiatrist. That means they're investigating my crime, why I do this, do that. So my 3rd doctor, my own doctor from the IMH, I also feel that she also did something wrong because I was a staff for CLOTHE hospital, and I was working for the hospital at the time in 2011. CLOTHE in 2011, I worked there for 1 month because I failed my module at my Republic Poly, so I cannot work as full-timer, must go back to school to redo the module. Before I quit my job, I accidentally got to know a medical doctor, also from IMH previously, who worked for IMH previously. Then I purposely asked the doctor, can I ask, I heard a lot of people saying that IMH is the worst hospital, they don't know how to cure all the patients, all this. Then my friend, my colleague, from ex-colleague, who is a doctor, then he say, I agree with what you have heard from outside people. Even when I'm working for the IMH, I can say the IMH is very lousy hospital. They anyhow rogue, that for example, they think that they can cure you, but actually they didn't cure the illness. They just give you medicine, that's it, then go off. Because a lot of people seeing the IMH that they want to finish all the consultation. So when I recall back what my ex-colleague said to me, that's why I complained about that hospital. That psychiatrist that I have been seeing her for 2.5 years, because I remember before I fired the IMH, before coming here, I have been asking the lady doctor who have been seeing me for 2.5 years. I feel that whatever thing that she cured me or whatever, I feel that it's all wrong. If you are a good doctor, you should be firm, like I must not reduce your dosage. For example, when I see the hospital for serious, I can only ask the doctor, NH doctor, can reduce or what? Then doctor very firm with me, cannot reduce. Then cannot. Very good doctor. But
he knows what he's doing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So the third doctor that I complained her to the SMC, she's not a good doctor. She doesn't know. No matter how highly educated she is, how experienced she is, working as a psychiatrist, how come when I say reduce, then she reduce? When I say increase, then she increase. That means she doesn't know what I'm suffering from. That's why I'm complaining about her code of conduct, professionalism, all these things. That's why she involved. Beside her, the previous 2 forensic psychiatrists also wrote a lot of wrong thing, wrong information. Because I got the information from the court, that I confront my mother. Did you say this kind of thing to the doctor? The mother said, I didn't come down your IH before. How do I know your daughter? Then I remember my mother cannot speak English, cannot speak other language. She only can speak Cantonese. How about daughter? Although one of the daughter is Chinese, but I don't think he told me that he understood Cantonese. So I was thinking, how you communicate with my mother? And then I remember when I first committed the crime, my mother didn't even come down to see the doctor. So how come I didn't see my mother coming down? So I was thinking, the doctor is lying. Yeah. So I got all the proof and everything, submit to the SMC. So SMC they say that their investigation that they need more time because very complicated, because more than 6 years ago. So they need more time to hear what the doctor, what you say this is. Yeah. Because another second forensic psychiatrist, that means my second offense, that means 2007 over 2009, that time offenses. I also got the copy from the court because I requested for it. So I saw something, or the date is wrong, the history also wrong. So in my complaint letter to SNC, okay, if the hospital read all the history of the statement, or if one statement is wrong and some more the date is wrong, the whole thing is wrong. If you can tell me that the Cambridge passed the history exam just because they allow you to give the wrong date, give the wrong statement, then you ask the Cambridge examiner come over to Singapore, explain to the judge how come you can pass this kind of exam without. So that's why I wrote to SMC and say history is wrong, the everything is wrong. So the SMC decided to take in my complaint. Actually they had the right to reject, but when they read all my statement, they feel that my thinking is logical. So they immediately investigate. Yeah.
So how is it now so far?
I lodged in June and also submit everything to them by July. So I had to take more than 9 months. I mean next year I will know the result. Next year after more than 9 months will be 1 year, at least 1 year to let them to tell me.
Investigate.
Yeah.
So what if 1 year later after the investigation, then they come back to you and tell you that
not valid, right? Not if they tell you not valid, then I will ask the SMC.
No, that's it. They say that your complaint is not valid.
If they say, then I will challenge the SMC. Can you explain to me why do you think that my complaint is not valid? Since I have given all the valid all the very strong evidence. How come you still dismiss? If they can explain very detailed, and I can question back, and they cannot answer, that means the SMC also can explain in detail. There is a committee can complain about SMC and how investigate.
There is a committee?
But that's what I read the newspaper previously, because the newspaper say that if you are not happy with the SMC finding, you can lodge another complaint against the SMC. Why they do the lousy investigation? Yeah, there is another committee you can complain against the SMC.
It sounds to me like it's going to be a very long process.
Yeah. So unless the committee say they agree with the finding or not agree with finding, I will just accept, because the committee is final. The decision is final. Yeah. Just like you go to court to appeal, or the high court is final decision. So if I'm not happy with SMC finding, go to another committee to question the SMC why I feel the SMC did the lousy job. Then if the committee find that they agree with the investigation, then I accept. Yeah.
Okay, so what if at SMC level don't have to appeal? Let's say at SMC next year, SMC level, and come back and tell you that your complaint is valid, then?
Of course, I know what the procedure, because the SMC said if my complaint are valid, the doctor license will be suspended for how long? Yeah, that's what I know.
And that's enough for you? That will be closure for you?
If they are suspended for how long, I'll do my part to get my lawyer to do the criminal proceeding, because whatever you wrote about me to the court is all lie and everybody misunderstood me because of a false statement, I will ask my lawyer, is there any criminal proceeding can go against the doctor? If my lawyer say yes, then I will just proceed with the legal proceeding.
Wouldn't you incur a lot of legal fees that way?
I have to ask my lawyer, is it good that to proceed with the legal proceeding? Because I remember my lawyer said that if it is found that they committed criminal offences, is police involved already. Yeah. So I will ask my lawyer, will involve the police case or involve the my own personal legal proceeding against the doctor. So everything I'll ask him after 10 October to find out more information.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, but very tiring like that for you.
Yeah, because of the false medical report to the judge. I mean, my judge think that I'm ready to do this, that I feel not fair, you know.
But those reports were for an earlier incident. The earlier incident closed already, right?
Yeah, but do you know that the earlier incident, why the judge give me this kind of punishment? Because the judge mentioned
based on that report.
Yeah. So I feel that the doctor is bullshit right now. Yeah. That's why I'm very upset why the NUH never reject in the first place. Make sure the police go down to court, because I heard from my lawyer, if let's say your doctor is on your side or reject the request violently, then make sure your doctor tell the police go down to the court and file for court order, then we will comply.
So now I see a difference in these two cases. I see your case with IMH, the case with IMH where they gave wrong information. So as a result, it led to this sentence, this punishment.
Yeah.
But for NUH case, for this case, you are saying that you are an eyewitness.
Yeah.
So you will not be punished in any way.
Yeah, but the problem is, what do they think that they have the right to write into my NUH doctor to find out what I'm suffering? Hey, who are you to do that? That was because I asked my lawyer, can they do that since I'm not under what criminal offences or whatever? Then my lawyer say, depend on the doctor want to be firm with the police by rejecting. If your doctor think so easily to release, I think something wrong with your doctor mindset. Maybe your doctor think that you're just a patient, not a lawyer herself. That's why.
So at the end of it all, you feel that the hospital or the doctor has betrayed your trust.
Yeah.
And for you to find resolution to this
is
for him to have his license suspended.
Yeah. So I will ask my doctor, if I feel that the Dr. Su has done something wrong, or the previous doctor who done the first medical report in 2010, I wasn't even under investigation. I did not even commit crime in 2010. How come the NH suddenly released the first medical report? So that means more than one police letter. So I will ask my lawyer, ask my lawyer for his advice, whether there is anything wrong with the doctor code of conduct, can say anything about his behavior to the SMC. I will ask him for more information.
But I mean, what will make you, so to speak, if I say simply say 简单的讲 say simply what will make you happy would be for the doctor to have his license suspended. Then it will be a closure for you, is it?
Yes, because at least
it serve a 公道. 你讨一个公道 is it?
I mean, it serves a reminder to all the hospital. Not to us, to all the NUH staff that they have the right to reject, don't anyhow release. Yeah, because my lawyer said the judge will definitely challenge the police. Why do you think that you have the right to get the person's medical report?
Why do you think you need to have the person's medical report?
Yeah,
the
because
person is just a witness.
Yeah. Then the judge will definitely challenge, because the judge also have his own responsibility to protect all the privacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all this that is bothering you now, all these problems that's bothering you, have you ever tried to ask the police or discuss with them or something like this, that we're having a discussion? Have you ever tried to seek their clarification?
I did.
Ask them why are they doing this? Why are you checking on me when I didn't do anything wrong? Did you try to ask
Actually,
them?
all the police are there because I wrote in to complain. I mean, confront them or they just deny. Everything deny.
About this eyewitness thing, is it? About this eyewitness incident.
Yeah, they all deny. Okay, never mind deny so much. Then I tell my lawyer what they have said to me. My lawyer say, all police are devil. That's why my email to you. I wrote. My lawyer say all the police are devil. Yeah, I agree because before this child abuse previously I already got court case I saw how the police was so that suddenly become devil, deny everything. So I know the police cannot be trusted. I agree with my lawyer. The police cannot be trusted one. No matter how much you're trying to get their explanation, they will just deny. They won't, because they want to save the rice bowl. If they tell you the truth, their job will be in trouble. That's why I don't trust police. I just let my lawyer.
So you've never asked them about this incident, about this eyewitness incident. You've never asked them.
This eyewitness incident, I did confront them, but they refused to reply.
Tell you more.
Yeah.
Refused to tell you more.
Yeah.
So they probably told you that because it's still under investigation, so they can't tell you any further.
No, they didn't say the word that it's still under investigation. I confronted them. Why you do all this and this? What do you think that you have the right to do that? Then they keep quiet. They never reply.
You call them, is it?
No, email.
So they just didn't reply you.
Yeah, they purposely not to reply one because when people send in the complaint, there will be someone will reply and say your complaint is receiving
the standard
Yeah.
automated reply first.
Yeah, so from February till now, there's no such reply. So even if I put in again, no reply.
Sure it got delivered? If you didn't even receive the standard reply, maybe it didn't deliver through.
No, if they didn't deliver through, then my email will tell me
undeliverable.
Yeah, then but my email there is automatic reply and say we have well received your
Did you get the automated?
Yes, I got. I still save all the save all the automatic reply.
I see.
So I think it's police don't want to answer. Yeah, so I need to question the NUH. Is it true that the police really had vision? This is what your medical record office mentioned. Yes. Then I asked for more information. Is there any other different police division? Then say, yes, but we cannot tell you who are they. Cut the line. That's it. Yeah. That's why I immediately wrote in a complaint. Yeah. Okay. Got anything to ask?
No. I understand why you are so frustrated.
Yeah.
I understand.
So, will you, from this onward, do you mind to write a notice on my medical record file to remind all the doctor?
I will pass a message to the medical records office about your request.
Yeah.
I will pass the message over to them.
Yeah.
Ask them to put in.
Yeah. Unless the hospital receives a court letter stated which judge name and the rank, which court he come from, then the hospital had to comply. Yeah, because I cannot stop the hospital because it's court order. But if police request got any court order given to you, if no, it must reject already. Because I don't like my privacy to all released to the police.
I understand.
Yeah.
I will share your request with them, and then they will review and they will decide whether they will put a note there.
Okay.
I will definitely share your request with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anything you want to say?
No, I'm good. If there's anything else that I can do for you.
Okay. You can do for me only when you
the request besides the request.
Yeah, because my lawyer say nobody can stop my lawyer to get all the way. Yeah. Because if the police hand the lawyer cannot get, okay, let the police come and challenge my lawyer to court. That's it. That's it. Thank you.